what if the company is selling more than one product? How do we go about it? So let's look at the same idea in a multiple product environment. So multiple products. Now, the only thing we have to be concerned about here is the calculation of the break-even point in value and then the break-even point in unit. So we're going to take it one after the other. Let's do first on the break-even point in value. In a multiple product environment, the break-even point in value is your fixed cost divided by weighted average contribution to sales ratio. Weighted average CS ratio. What does that mean? It means that in a multiple product environment, we have to calculate the weighted average CS ratio. It's simple. The weighted average CS ratio is simply your total contribution from all products in the question. So you calculate contribution for each of the products, then you add it together to get a total contribution for the company, divided by your total sales, again from all the products, certainly times 100. So let me bring this down a little bit so I can work my percentage. This is how we calculate weighted average contribution to sales ratio. Total contribution from all the products divided by total sales from all the products. Then you have your fixed cost. Then you can calculate the break-even point in value for the multiple product environment. Again, that break-even point in value will be for the entire organization or the entire company. So let me bring up an illustrative question here. Cardio co. So the A aspect of the question says, calculate the weighted average contribution to sales ratio for Cardio co. Then B says, calculate the margin of safety in dollar revenue for Cardio co. So let's go. First, weighted average contribution to sales ratio. So Cardio co. We just said that the weighted average contribution to sales ratio is total contribution from all the products divided by total sales from all the products times 100. Okay. So first, we need contribution from all the products. Then we need sales from all the products. So let me take it one after the other. Let me see if I can simplify our workflow a little bit. So first, let's get the sales coming up for the products. We see selling price, we see units. So we're going to multiply that up respectively to get a sales. 672,000, 1,008 by 400, 720,000, 1,004 by 380, 532,000. So we add the 3 up, and that gives us the total sales for the 3 products. And that is 192,400. Now, that total sales is the denominator because total sales from all the products. Now we need the numerator, total contribution from all the product. Now, let's look at the question here. It says, Labor costs are 60% fixed and 40% variable. So we need to work ourselves out to get a variable cost situation coming in here. So total or variable cost calculation. So T, C, and R. Material, let's bring material respectively. 430, 500, 360. That is material. Then we go to labor. Now the labor, they said 60% is fixed, 40% is variable. So we are interested in the 40% of the variable cost respectively. So that'll be 40% of 220, 240, 190. So 40% of these figures respectively. 88 here. 96 for the C. 190 will give us 76. So that is labor cost, the variable component. Then variable overheads. It's a variable cost. 110, 120, 95. We'll bring that up. $110, $120, $95. General fixed overheads excluding any fixed labor costs are expected to be $55,000 for the year. We'll come back to that in a moment. But for now, this gives us the total variable cost per unit. So 430, 88, 110, 628 here, 500, 96, 120, 716 here, 360, 76, 95, 531 there. So this is total variable cost per unit. Now, we can calculate contribution per unit, so we can calculate total contribution. So total contribution calculation. So we bring the selling price per unit as given in the question, 1,006, 1,008, 1,004. Then we can less the variable cost we just calculated. $628, $716, $531. And that is going to give us the contribution per unit. And respectively, that will be 1,004 minus my answer for the last one, 869 here, 1,008 minus 716, 1084, 1,006 by 628, 972. But we are interested in total contribution, not contribution per unit. So we now bring in the units. as given in the question respectively, 420, 400, 380. And then we multiply these up respectively to give us the contribution. So times 420, 408, 240 here. 1084 times 400, 433, 600. 869 by 380. Oh, I did plus. 869 by 380. That's 330, 220. So we add the 3 up to give us the total contribution. I think I need to go to the next slide, which is 330, 220 plus 433, 600 plus 408, 240. And I'm getting 172,060. So this is our total contribution. Total contribution. Now, remember the A aspect of the question and what we are doing. It says calculate weighted average contribution to sales ratio. So all these that we are doing, we have our total sales now. We have our total contribution now. So we can calculate the weighted average contribution to sales ratio. Let me just pick the formula. And bring it up. So total contribution, 1172 and 60, divided by total sales, 1924,000, times 100. 1924,000 times 100, and I'm getting 60.92%. So that is how we calculate weighted average contribution to sales ratio.